Well, hey, everybody, Mac here along with Wendy, Judy, and Tim. We want to welcome you to our December call, where we're going to be talking to you a little bit about skincare and color cosmetics and the fact that how we can support in a holistic way our skin during this kind of challenging time of year of winter. With that said, as we always do, we're going to be talking a little bit about Sunrider products. So I just want to remind everybody that none of the information provided in this presentation is intended to represent a diagnosis or cure of any illness or disease. We're going to be sharing with you a bunch of information and a couple of the tools that we'll be providing for you. If you don't have these already, is this incredible skin type quiz where we can use both for ourselves and talking to our customers to help us all identify the correct skincare based on their type of skin. I've also put up here this wonderful color cosmetic brochure, which again talks about skin tones and the type of colors that actually Wendy will be talking to us about in the third video section we're going to do today about the color cosmetics. And again, based on the color of your skin, the type of skin that you have, what colors might best match up for you. So again, these are just a couple of the tools that we'll be providing to everybody and we'll be referencing during these conversations. Before we really get into the aspect of cleansing, I want to share with everybody just very briefly why someone should be choosing Sunrider for their skincare and color cosmetics. And for those of you that have been around Sunrider for a long time, we all know about the NBCs, the Nourish and Balance and Cleanse, which is what we do in terms of nourishing through the inside of our body. Well, that same philosophy applies here in terms of the external side, our skin. And really, this is what we consider our sixth element, if you will, in Sunrider, is our skincare. Because again, it comes right back to that same philosophy of regeneration, where if we nourish and cleanse our skin, it will be healthy and in balance. And that's again due to the natural ingredients, the super concentration, and the expert formulation that Sunrider puts into all of our skincare and color cosmetics. Our formulas combine traditional herbal science with cutting edge science that's out there today. And again, as we talk a little bit about some of these products that we're going to be sharing with you, that'll become completely evident to you in terms of the quality and what these products are all about in terms of providing resilience and vitality to our skin and allowing our skin to act naturally, okay, the way it should. So with that said, I would like to turn this over to Judy to talk to us a little bit about the importance of cleansing. Judy, the stage is yours.
Thanks, Mac. Well, let's face the facts. Beautiful skin is in. You may even find it surprising that when a large group of people were polled to see what they thought was most important, they felt that young, fresh-looking, youthful skin was more important to them than their general overall health and the proper weight. So at Sunrider, we know that all three are connected and require nourish, balance, and cleansing. But I thought that was very interesting. So that lets us know how important it really is. All of us would probably agree that if we want to put our best face forward, that step number one is about cleansing. Our skin acts as a protective barrier all day long. All evening long, maybe, depending on how long we're out and about, or even in our own house. We need to be protected from toxins, pollutants, especially in the big city. I know that now that I'm living in a less populated area, my skin actually does better than it did in the big city with the added pollution and exhaust fumes and different things. So, but also it's like our body's a wonderful manufacturing plant, and our skin also puts out toxins, excess sweat in the form of sweat, perspiration, maybe it's a better word to say. And the pores have to breathe, they have to remain open. So all of these are facts we kind of know. We always knew it was important to wash your face, but weren't we all so thrilled when Sunrider introduced a premier product called K-Pure? Because all 4 steps to having beautiful skin are in actually one kit. I'm going to deal with cleansing, and I think we all know that to paint a beautiful picture, you start with a very clean, blank canvas. And so that's what we're trying to do with our face, is to make a very clean, pure, smooth surface to go out to the world with, or to paint on, so to speak, to enhance our features. So first of all, for cleansing, we have a marvelous cleansing oil. And this is so light, and it purifies by attracting all the oil, excess sebum, the pollutants, everything. It just lifts that right off. So it detoxifies the face, and it's so mild and gentle, but it can remove mascara and doesn't hurt your eyes. It also, and it does this by means of botanical oils, very intensely nourishing oils, like apricot kernel oil. There's some coconut alkalins. There's also some jojoba seed oil. So very gentle and nice. And the amazing thing is, once you rinse it off, there is no residue left. I just love it. Sometimes I think, oh, maybe this is enough, because it just feels clean and still soft and nice. So it's a wonderful cleansing oil. I just love it. But then there is a step 2 to cleansing, because now we need to actually remove the impurities, the deep down stuff, the natural things that come from the inside out, and be sure those pores are all the way open. And we have this marvelous foaming cleanser, and I just shake it a bit and then put it right in your hand. And this is a water-based, and so that is what does the final step to cleansing. And you are clean as a whistle, and yet it doesn't strip the skin. The skin is still nice, it's soft, still very pliable, just lovely. And there's 2 more steps in the K-Pure product, but they'll be talked about a little later on in another video. But the nice thing is, the complete set gives you all 4 steps. Now, there is something else that I add occasionally, a couple times a week, 2 or 3 times a week, whatever is needed. And that's the warm facial scrub. I just love this because it has little jojoba oil beads in it, and that helps to exfoliate the skin. Now, some of us need help, or we're born that way, needing more help. But as you get older, definitely it takes longer. So this is fabulous because it gently exfoliates. And I was so impressed when I heard an esthetician speak at this year's convention, because she said she didn't even decide to put in her salon the all those special machines they have now, that the planing, dermaplaning, and the different things to try to smooth out your skin. And she felt that this was sufficient, that she uses this with her clients, and they're so impressed. So that certainly made me crack it out again and be sure to be more regular with it, because I really love it. So this is the core base of products that I use on a daily, semi-daily basis. And so I don't know if anyone else, Mac or Wendy or anyone, have any other cleansing aspects that they enjoy.
Tim, Wendy, you guys have any comments?
You're nailing it, Judy. It's awesome.
Yeah. Were you going to show Yolanda's video on the warm facial, or not yet?
Actually, no. Just so everybody knows, we have a couple of team member videos that we've also created to support these videos we're doing. Yolanda, which we'll share with you guys a little bit later, is a separate link, did a wonderful video for us on the warm facial scrub and the cleansing cream, or I'm sorry, the CC creams, the CC cream, is I meant to say. And before we move on, Judy, I thank you, by the way, great explanation. These products are fabulous, and I'm with you. I enjoy the warm facial scrub too. I just love the way it feels on the skin, and the kind of the exothermic reaction that takes place, and those jojoba beads feel so wonderful. But kind of coming back a little bit, I wanted to share just one other quick thing with you guys, and that is, the great thing about the Candescent, the Oil-In, and this K-Pure line is they are interchangeable with each other. And look, if you have a piece of another one of the programs that you like to use, you can interchange these, okay, within systems. And I mention that because I was talking with my daughter the other day, and she puts on makeup every day to go to work. And what she found is that the oil does a great job as the first cleansing step, Judy, as you mentioned, but it doesn't necessarily remove all of the makeup on heavy makeup days, okay? But Chloe loves the cleansing cream, okay, the oil and cleansing cream.
Mhm.
So she'll use that on heavy makeup days as her first step, and then she'll jump into the gentle cleansing foam too as the second step. So again, the good thing is we can mix and match based on what's going on in a given day in our lives and how we want to use these incredible products. Now, the other one we haven't talked about is the beauty bar, and I'm just going to say it's in my shower, it's by my sink. That is a bar that's everywhere. I use it every day. It is a what we call a soapless soap because it does not contain lye. It's all natural. And it is a wonderful bar to have because, again, it just smells so good as you use it on your body. Now, sorry, Judy, I didn't mean to take over your cleansing part, but had a few
Oh,
things I just
no,
wanted to share.
that's great, Mac. I'm so glad you included that. Another wonderful thing about the beauty bar, for those of us in Arizona, which we are flip-flop and sandal wearers for about 8 months out of the year, your heels can get kind of dry or cracked. And if you take that beauty bar and rub it on your heels, that goes away.
Wow.
And so that's a nice tip to share. I also wanted to mention internally some things we can do to help our skin cleanse are our wonderful cleansing teas, Cali and Fortune Delight. They're so high in antioxidants, in addition to the detoxifying properties. And then, of course, Beauty Pearl. I've been without mine for a little while, so I'm anxiously awaiting its arrival. But that balances the water oil balance in the body, and that is so important to beautiful skin. So those are some internal things that we can add to boost our confidence. I used to have a clientele when I was in the Phoenix area of teenage boys that would buy Beauty Pearl from me. And at first I was a little reluctant to sell to them. I thought their parents are going to come yell at me for taking their money, because I was afraid, because they, they didn't eat very good, drank pop, and I didn't know how they washed their face or anything. But my fears were soon squelched, because they continually every month would come buy a Beauty Pearl because it made such a difference in their skin. So even people with pretty skin, good skin, no problem with breakouts, it actually changes the texture, the just the glow in a person. I used to be afraid to sell it to people who had real good skin, because I thought, oh, they won't even notice a difference. But they did. And it only takes days to make a difference. So put Beauty Pearl on your list. It's good for men and women because there's no hormones involved, and yet it has a balancing effect on the hormones, which affects the nerves. So definitely Beauty Pearl.
And it helps
So,
mood.
excuse
There
me.
you go. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good.
Hey, since you started down the path, Judy, the only other one that I would recommend too, and again, I'm an ingredient guy, is our Vitafruit, and that's because of the sea buckthorn fruit, which is known around the world in terms of assisting the skin in terms of the look and feel. So with that said, let's move right along. Carla Thompson, who's part of our group, she wasn't able to join us on the call today, but Carla did a nice audio testimony for us on the K-Pure line. So I'm going to just play that real quick so
Hello,
we can.
my name is Carla Thompson,
go.
and I'd like to give my brief audio testimony regarding the Candescent Pure Skincare Set. It's a 4-step program, and I have to admit, when I saw it was 4 steps, I thought I'm not really a skincare person. But when I viewed a video demo of the product, I said, oh, there's nothing to it. Then I looked at the ingredients, and I saw that all 4 steps contained a very unique ingredient blend, with the last 3 steps containing an ingredient that got my attention: beetroot extract. I knew there could be nothing but positive results. And from my very first usage, I noticed good results. The first day of my usage I documented it because I wanted to see where I'm going with this. It was October the 22nd of 2021. And the next day I kind of looked and said, really? is this really doing something? But it was by my 7th day of usage, and I was on a Zoom meeting, and there were other people who noticed and asked, what are you doing differently with your skin? That's when I knew that Candescent Pure Skincare Set was legit. So I highly recommend it. The 4 steps go very quickly. You can document it and see where it takes you. It's going to take you in a direction you want to go. And I'm sure you're going to want to share it with other people.
Perfect. Thank you, Carla, for that. Appreciate you getting it in for us. Carla mentioned that beetroot extract. It's true. That is a key ingredient in a lot of the parts of the K-Pure program. And for people that aren't familiar with beetroot extract, it is an extract that contains antioxidants, polysaccharides, and omega-3s, which provide protective, moisturizing, and skin soothing benefits to the skin. So again, one of those key ingredients that makes Sunrider so special in our formulations. Lastly, before we close down this section of the call, I just want to remind everybody that what we're doing this month is we're actually going to create 3 separate videos for you. One on cleansing, which we're finishing up right now. Thank you, Judy, for that. Tim and I are going to take on the next one and talk to you a little bit about the importance of pH for the skin, as well as hydration. And then we're going to come back and Wendy's going to take us through our 3rd section on color cosmetics and what those are all about with some of our new lip colors and face palettes that Sunrider's just released. Also want to quickly let you guys know that there are going to be some other various team member testimonies that we'll be posting the links to as well. And we look forward again to you guys clicking the link on the topic that resonates best with you. Last but not least, I just want to remind everybody of what's new in Sunrider. And that is, as we finish up 2022, I want to remind everybody that now international sponsoring is open to all IBO ranks. So if you know somebody in a foreign country where Sunrider operates, you can sponsor them now, no matter what your IBO rank is. Sunrider is carrying on through the end of this year with our virtual starter pack at $20.22. I don't know of any other business that you can start for $20.22. So this is a great deal. The other thing that's really important to us IBOs is there are no more IBO renewal or subscription fees. The only thing we have to do is purchase either $200 every 6 months or $400 every 12 months. That happens without a problem. So I'm not worried about that. We have our great Fast Start to Fast Cash program for new IBOs, and frankly, for all IBOs that have never advanced beyond the rank of Star Prime. So again, this is a great incentive. And 2 promotions that are happening now between now and the end of the year, end of December. Number 1, spend $200 as an IBO and earn a 10% product credit that you can use in the months of January and February. Or if you sponsor 2 IBOs and they purchase $100 each of them, you'll get, and they will, a $50 product credit. So again, some great promos, some incredible incentives, and we're just very excited about what a wonderful year 2023 is going to be for all of us in Sunrider as we get our products back in stock and we're able to go out there and share with people like we love to do. So with everyone's permission, I'm going to go ahead and shut down this first section of the call. Judy, again, thank you so much for the wonderful information in cleansing, and click on the next link, folks, because that's where you're going to hear from Tim and I about pH and hydration. So we'll talk to you guys soon.